Hey everyone, it's Steve from the garden. Today's video, I'm going to be doing some cleanup of the garden to get it ready for fall. You can see over here, I had actually went through and trimmed down my peach tree to lower the height on it, and so that any fruit it produces next year will be at a manageable height. But that's not what I'm going to film today. I'm going to start with the raspberry patch and getting the canes under control. Managing the raspberry canes really comes down to two parts. One is cutting the height down to 3.5 to 4 feet tall, and the second part is to cut out any canes that fruited over the summertime. Now raspberries are like a biannual, so some will fruit in the fall of the first year, and then others will fruit in the summer of the second year. After they fruit in the summer, they're done, they're not going to grow anymore. You just cut them out because they're dead. Now you can kind of see over here, the raspberries are taking over my pathway, and that's also part of the reason why I trim off the height of them, is so I can get through without getting scratched up. Now I could use my little hand trimmer to go through and cut all the canes to the right height, and I will have to do this when I cut out the dead ones. But I have so many canes here that if I was to try to get each one individually by hand, it would take a long time. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my hedge trimmer, cut across it, it'll get all at the same height, and it'll be nice and fast. With the initial cutting done, I can now come through and get all the dead ones out and clean up any ones that got ragged from me cutting with the hedge trimmer. For the dead ones, it's pretty easy to spot them. They're going to be brown like this. And these I just try to get down as close as I can to ground level without making too much effort of it. And just like these other ones here, just cut them, remove those canes. Another thing I do is these canes are escaping my corral here. I just tuck them back under, get them back contained so that they don't spill out of the bed. What it looks like after cleanup, it looks way more empty now that I've removed all the extra vegetation and the dead wood. And now that it's opened up, the young canes that are coming up will actually be able to get some light, and I'll be able to amend this bed with leaves and grass clippings that I collect in the fall. Now I actually have some raspberries coming up for fall. There's not going to be too many of those, and I don't expect very much for them, especially since I cut off the extra vegetation. But this will be a big improvement, and I actually have a spot where I can get through now. This big pile here, that's all the vegetation I took out. Now some of that was in the pathway, but I'll throw this onto the burn pile and we'll burn it in about a month. I decided I'm going to turn the fall cleanup into like a little mini series. Otherwise I'll end up with like a really long video, and I don't really want to do that. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed, hope you got something out of this, and we'll see you on the next one.